All right. Sorry, all those stuff, all the technical difficulties has stopped my brain. I forgot what we're doing. Hey, welcome back everybody to another episode of V-Time, episode 192. It is a very interesting episode because there's a good bit of news because of what's going to be happening in the future, as well as a whole new ride line, a promo card for Mostly Bush Road, and a lot of other goodies. Isn't that right?
Exactly.
So strap yourself in. If you're listening to this while driving as a podcast or anything, don't just pay attention to, I don't know. Anywho, let's get the show on the road.
Hey, that's a package for Mr. Top Deck Heroes.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks. Mr. Top Deck Heroes? Mr. Top Deck Heroes, your package. Man, another one? What is with this guy? Mr. Top Deck Heroes. Again.
Oh, Melody again.
Mr. Top Deck Heroes, your package. Oh, God. Thank you. That was heavy. What's in that one?
Oh, trading cards.
Cards. Was every one of them cards?
Yeah.
How can you afford that?
Oh, that's interesting you say that. I got it from this place called
Secret.
Man, these people are crazy.
It's no secret. 50 cards. Use code TD Heroes for a discount.
So
Yeah.
first off, we need to talk about one thing before we get to any card leaks, to any news, anything Vanguard related. About 4 weeks ago, almost exactly, which is kind of scary that about 4 weeks ago we did a case opening. We announced that during that stream that there was going to be some giveaways, and we didn't forget about them, wink wink. So if you were participating in that stream, you got a chance to participate in the giveaway. And if you follow the conditions, which were to comment in the live stream chat, as well as comment as a normal comment on the live stream video after the fact, you got the chance to be in the running. There was also some other specifications of which region you are in, so we don't have to send boxes willy-nilly. But now we get to see and pick. And I have a wheel set up. Much better than pulling names out of a hat.
Exactly.
Anyway, these 9 people are in the running for the US for one of the boxes, and then later I have another tab for the rest of the world where there's only 4 people. Apparently not many people were awake during 1 a.m., which is very understandable. So those 4 people have a better chance of getting a box and getting rewarded. But for right now, we gotta figure out who in the US is getting a free box of set 11. What's your money on? You got a 1 in 9 chance.
I can't really see. If I read the comments, like which ones were which, I would know, have a pick, but
well, if I prep this correctly, we should be able to also see the comments after the fact. So, without further ado, let's do our first spin and see who our first winner is. Spin, spin, spin. Jesus Christ, got busy there. That's ironic. Congratulations, Philipper 9038, or as your this never loaded. Whoops. This is 100% prepped. Oh, there we go. It was the top comment. Lawn's double is super cool. Hoping that the once per turn restriction for blitz orders is lifted so Lady Fencer can be used more. So congratulations, Philipper 9038. I'll respond back to that to let you know that you have won. But now we gotta really quick do the rest of the world. Technically EU, technically 4 people.
Yeah.
You ready?
Let's go.
Let's spin that wheel. Still getting dizzy. Holy shit. Oh.
Like on the edge.
King. See, the reason I'm laughing is because the circumstances of who is currently present.
Oh, so close.
I know I can't hear or see him, but I can feel him. Anyway, congratulations, King's Edge 4085.
I can barely read it.
So fine. The comment says Taco very much became one with the couch.
He does blend into that couch.
He really does. So congratulations to our 2 winners. You will be contacted, and how we gonna get those boxes to you? It's gonna be a little more complicated this time around, because sending from Europe to Europe was easy. Sending from America to Europe is gonna be very difficult.
There might be a way to do it.
That is.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay, cool. There we go. Everything was scripted, planned, and done correctly. None, we're professionals. Anyway, speaking of these professionals, are not going to actually get some cards of the day done while we still can. And to start us off, we have a whole new ride line, or technically encounter ride line to cover. Ain't that right?
Exactly.
So Pacifica came in. She got shown all her glory and all her support. She technically got more encounters than Pacifica did. But it makes sense because of the whole art combination. So we're gonna start off with coaxing Diva Milan. She's literally just a starter, nothing special there. We're just gonna move on and start seeing what the ride line actually has in store for us. Isn't that right?
Yep. Okay, that helps a little bit. I got Diva of Thernody Marionette. Auto, when this unit is rode upon by Diva of Darling Gloom Rosetta?
Breeding Gloom.
Yep. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 card with Prism in its card name from among them. Reveal it, put it into your hand, shuffle your deck. If you do not reveal a card, you may call a card from
You may call this card
to rear guard. If you call, you still charge 1.
So basically free plus, and if you don't get the plus, you at least get basically a free unit because you soul charge back. Honestly, not bad. I wish more ride lines had shit like this. Right?
It's because it's encounter, and it's Bermuda. It's the Bermuda, man.
You're not wrong. We're gonna see the same kind of principle here with Diva of Greeting Gloom Rosalita, whatever. It's the grade 2 ride line, and she says, Auto, when this unit is rode upon by a unit with Labrador in its card name, choose up to 1 card with Prism in its card name from your hand and call it to rearguard. If you called a card, draw a card. That's busted.
Just free pluses all around.
Especially when we get to Labrador's effect, it's going to make a lot more sense why these cards want to, kind of call early, right?
Exactly. You got Prism Promise Labrador. This effect is active Vanguard once per turn. Cost Soul Blast 1. Choose one of your rear guards, return it to your hand, and this unit gains power +5 until the end of turn. Come me. And then Auto Vanguard, when this unit attacks, cost Counterblast 1. Choose up to 2 of your units with Prism in their card names from your hand and call them to open rearguard circles. If you called, draw a card. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, until the end of turn, your front row units get power +5 until the end. Power +5, and this unit gains critical +1.
Okay, so let me see here if I can make my open rearguards, front row open rearguards after they swing which in Bermuda shouldn't be hard, especially with the next cards we're going to talk about. This is a 5 attack deck where my Vanguard is double crit.
Yep. And everything's getting a +5 buff, so...
Not to mention, you can reuse on-place abilities because of the first skill. I think you're very much accustomed to how good reusing ability is because of Misty Arc.
Yeah. Well, even in Lyrical, there's cards that when they're placed do skills. Like there's like a 9k grade 2. What if you have 4 or more rear guards, you counterblast 1, draw a card?
Dude, I think I know which card's going to be ran and kind of busted in this deck. There's a 3k grade 1. That gives 10k on place.
Oh, yeah. I know what I'm talking about. Yep.
So, place because of ride line, 10k somewhere. Soul Blast 1, bounce the hand, place that again, 10k somewhere. If you don't have the next cards that we're going to talk about, oh, look, I have a Yukai that's a stupid card anyway. Let me just bounce it back to hand anyway.
There's definitely combos there. But the biggest thing is you got to make sure you have prisms because the only way to get 5 attacks is to call prisms.
Exactly. And we're going to see that with the next few cards we're going to read, such as the Grade 1 Prism, Prism Promise Late. She is a double rare, and she kind of completes the art with another Grade 2 we're going to talk about, and the Grade 3 Labrador. And her ability is very interesting. She goes auto when this unit is placed on rearguard from hand, or put on Guardian Circle from hand. If you have a Vanguard Labrador in its card name, this unit gets power 5k, shield 5k until the end of turn, making her a 13k or a 10k shield from hand. And then auto, when this unit is returned to hand from rearguard, if you have a Vanguard Labrador in its card name, you may soul charge 1. Then if you did not counter charge this turn, counter charge 1. So this is just a resource engine. Speaking of which, until we read the Grade 2, it's not going to make too much sense. But just with Yukai alone, or Yukia, or whatever her fucking name is, I keep mixing it. Thank you. With Yukia alone, this makes Yukia free. Because you can boost with this. Let's say your opponent's a Grade 3, so Yukia gained another 5k. So you have a 26k column that you bounce back to hand for a Soul Blast, open up a rearguard for Labrador, and on top of that can soul charge, so make it free and counter charge. And we haven't even read the Grade 2, and this is also 10k shield, which, you know, we've talked about. Shield value in this game right now is very important.
Yes.
That's why the kitties are so fucking good. Anyway, Alex, take away the Great Atoll.
Prism Promise, Celtic. Yep. Grade 2, this one is a double rare as well. Auto, when this unit is placed on rearguard from hand or put in the Guardian Circle if you have Vanguard Labrador in its card name, this unit gains power +5, shield +5.
So very important to specify also from hand for Guardian Circle, so you can't intercept with this and gain 5k shield.
Yes. Auto Guardian Circle, at the end of the battle, this unit attacked. If you have a Vanguard with Labrador in its card name, cost Soul Blast 1. Return this unit and choose up to one of your rear guards with Prism in its card name and return it to your hand.
Oh, look. An enabler.
Yep. You know the funny fact is about this card? Is if you say, I have 2 of these, you can chain them off each other because it doesn't say other.
What do you mean?
So if you have one of these, it's at the end of the battle attack. Never mind.
Yeah, at the end of the battle, this unit attacked.
For some reason, I was thinking you can bounce another copy of itself and it would bounce, but I forgot it was on attack.
Yeah. And it can only bounce itself and another card with Prism in its card name. So it's basically like you throw this down, you throw another copy of this, or the Grade 1 down, in all honesty, because that's what you want. You want the Grade 1, Grade 3, and the Grade 2 in the front row just doing their shit. Because you got a 13k, you got a 15k, and you got a Vanguard with double crit. And then when they get called down again, because that's basically the play, it's to bounce these and call them again, they're going to get another 5k.
Yep.
So there's your power. Not to mention you can then use your boosters on the second swings. And if you have Yukai, you can kind of bounce again, or you can just use this effect again. Like Yukia, or Yukia is kind of redundant at this point if you have this grade 2, but it's nice to have Yukia if you don't have the grade 2.
Exactly.
So overall, Prism right now looks to be very interesting in how it plays. A little bit of a power problem because, yeah, gaining 5k, you're going to have to rely a little bit on boosters. Persona Ride is going to be necessary. But let's see if the support cards can fix this. We're going to start with Chilling Tonight, Nebirona. It's a common 8k grade 1 that says auto rearguard when your unit with Prism in its card name is placed on another rearguard circle in the same column as this unit. That placed unit gets power 5k until the end of turn.
It's not once per turn either.
Nope. There's your power problem fixed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look. Let me just place this initially. Let's see. It gains 5k on its own. Gains 5k. Cool. My grade 1's an 18k. My grade 2's a 20k already. If you use Labrador, they turn into 23 and 25 on their own.
Mm-hmm. That's not including Persona Ride.
Correct. So this is already a good card. Not to mention it can still be a booster.
Mm-hmm.
So Alex, what's the next card we got?
Rattling Good Time Flemmy. It's a grade 2. Auto when this unit is returned to hand from rearguard circle during your main phase. Cost counterblast 1. Draw a card. Choose one of your vanguards and it gains power +5. You're not really counterblasting that much in this deck.
Was Labrador a CB?
I don't think so.
Yeah, Labrador was a
mind,
CB for multi-attack, but still.
That's
you
only
got a
one
counter
CB.
charger literally in the grade 1 Prism.
Yeah. So you can afford to burn it, technically.
It's not even burning that much. It's literally just like, oh, cool. Let me just call this card with my ride line, draw a card. Let me just use my Vanguard's ability. Soul Blast 1 bounces back to hand, draw a card.
You have my Vanguard +5, so now the Vanguard's going to be, because it doesn't get +5 from that skill too.
Yeah, so Vanguard's already 23k just by doing the skill and bouncing this specific card.
Yeah.
Granted, you can only do it during main phase, so there's no battle phase combos you can break this card with, but still. All right, moving on, we got 2 more support cards. The first one is Diva of Waterart Petronil. She's the double rare grade 2 support card for this deck. And she goes auto when this unit is placed on rear guard. Counter Blast 1. There's another Counter Blast, but again, we do have a counter charger, so it's not that important. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 card with Prism in its card name from among them. Reveal it and put it into your hand and shuffle the deck. If you did not reveal a card, you may Soul Charge 2. And an auto rear guard at the end of the battle that this unit attacked. If you have a Vanguard Labrador in its card name, you may return this unit to hand. So you don't have to just have Prisms in the front row to kind of do your combos. This is honestly where this card and Yukia in the other column can just help you do your combos still.
Because technically, if you wanted to, because like you said, you can't intercept and gain the power from the Prism units. So if you have a way, you can technically, at the end of the battle of the grade 2, if it's the last attack, still bounce the grade 1 and the grade 2 and have them as shield in your hand for them.
Oh, that is definitely going to be the play. That is 100% going to have to be the play.
Yeah.
Because why wouldn't you want 10k shield, 20k shield in hand? Why would you keep a dead card as a grade 1 and a 5k interceptor on the board?
Yeah.
And it only costs a Soul Blast, and we've been seeing cards as Soul Charge like willy-nilly.
Plus, I mean, you don't want to get damage denied, so force your opponent to swing it to the Vanguard too.
Exactly. All right, last support card, or technically, sorry, that was the last support card for the deck.
Now go to promos.
Yeah, exactly. So I think this is a monthly Busher promo, or something along those lines, where it's going to be in the monthly Busher Road thingy. And
these
this
are
is
the November promos, I think.
I think so, something like that. Regardless, this is a promo for Lyrical for the magazine deck. So Alex, take it away.
Lyrical Shooting Star S Special Issue. It's a grade 3 normal order. Play this card with cost Counterblast 1 if you have a Vanguard with Kyoka in its card name. Choose up to 2 normal units with different grades and grades less than or equal to your Vanguard from your drop and call them to a rear guard. Then, if you have 1 or more grade 1, grade 2, and grade 3 units each, until the end of turn, you can play up to a total of 2 orders and cannot play orders other than Lyrical Shooting Star S. So, Philip, you've played this deck. How good is this card?
It's kind of bonkers. It's kind of bonkers and it kind of isn't. So it ticks off a couple of things that the deck needed, and it's a very, 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 very gotta be very careful using this card.
So I have a question. So it says you play a total of 2 orders. Does that include itself, or is that 2 more orders?
To activate that ability, you need to play this order. Therefore, you have already played an order this turn, and it says you can play up to a total of 2 orders, and you cannot play orders. This is basically Habitable Zone. But unlike Habitable Zone,
it's basically just saying that you can play the other magazine that you normally would play after you play this.
Correct. Now, I have fun combos in my hand. Granted, no, that's not going to work. I need to start looking into, because I know Lyrical has them, and I don't need to remember if they're generic, the cards that let you play additional orders a turn. Because as much as this does let you play 2, it's a weird timing card now. Because look at it this way. You counterblast 1 and you get 2 units on the board, which is great.
So was the original order just Lyrical Shooting Star S?
Yes, and it was like if you have 2 grade 1s, you get to draw 2 cards, ditch a card. If you have 2 grade 2s, you get to give one of your units 10k power, or I think it's rear guards, one of the 2. And if you have 2 grade 3s, you get to countercharge 1.
But the thing is like this order locks you into playing the original order and nothing else.
I mean, yeah, that was like Kyoka only wanted to do that.
Yeah, you're talking about playing additional order of cards. I'm like, was it worth playing additional with the original?
So I don't remember honestly what my brain was thinking when I first read this card, because I remember me being like, ooh, there might be a weird situation where you get stuck. Now that I'm rereading it, it's like, no, there isn't. There's no weird situation where you get stuck. You literally play this, set up your board, and then play the other one and just get the benefits. So my brain was like, why would you need to do it the other way around at all? Like I was in weird Christmas land for some reason, complicating things. This is just an amazing card.
So now I'm curious as to what the other cards in Monthly Bush Road are going to be. Are they all going to be stuff for lyrical support?
Monthly Bush Road is literally 1 card only.
Oh, I'm thinking of the tournament packs in my head for some reason.
Exactly. No. Those come later. Those come much later.
Okay.
Speaking of stuff that comes much later, surprisingly, that's been it for the leaks.
Yep.
And it's gonna be like that for a while because, did not prep it correctly completely. For the next Tuesday and Thursday streams, we're getting something. Well, technically it's not special, but it is a little bit different. For example, the next Tuesday stream is going to be reports from VGP Deluxe in Tokyo, as well as delivering information for an upcoming event, as well as reviewing 3 new cards distributed in the November tournament promo pack. So that's the whole promo pack you were thinking of. As for the Thursday stream, not only will the next Thursday stream apparently be a 2-hour and 40-minute stream. What they're going to do for that long, I do not know.
Product announcement?
But is going to also introduce shop tournament promos for November. Promos that will support Stride decks will make an appearance. 3 new cards, 3 alternate art reprints, there's a promo card related to Stride.
Well then, Stride deck set's getting a buff. I don't know how I like that.
In promos, man, and welcome to promo hell.
Yep.
But later, we also got an announcement that on the next Tuesday stream, they're also going to be announcing information about the new anime series along with the producer Watanabe. So at least we're getting some information of what the future holds.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
What is the release date for the Stride deck set in Japan?
Japan. November.
It's November?
It's November.
Okay. I was like,
Pretty
2 hour
sure.
stream.
I think it's like middle of November, something along the lines of 10th or 11th, something like that.
Okay. Because my mindset was like, when you said 2 hour stream, I'm like, it could either be they could be showing off an entire Stride deck set at once.
No. It's literally just 3 promo cards and 3 more alt arts, and then whatever else they're going to be doing.
They could be teasing a booster set before the stream happens.
You're not wrong, but I am holding my anticipation for whenever that happens, because one of the reasons we're going to be slowing down with leaks. Well, actually, we're not to that point yet. Before we get to that point, promos in English.
Oh god, this is great. I'm so happy about
we
this.
got an announcement that for set 13, whenever it comes out in English in December, we're not only going to be getting box toppers, but also, the shop promo packs, the tournament store boost, whatever pack campaigns. They're going to be the same promos, and the promos coming around this time around are these 6. And if you look at it, some are reprints, and some are very, very necessary.
Yeah, the Bastion and the Leonore promo are like necessities.
And then the Brain Gate promo is actually really good. It's not been able to be really shined, but it's honestly a really good card to just exist. Then we're getting the boss unit for Dark States, the Gear Chronicle ride line, or the Gear Chronicle boss promo. As well as Boss Cigar is probably one of the keyest cards in Boss Cigar, as well as a lyrical reprint. If I remember correctly, this one is... I can't remember what this one is. The what?
I think it is. I think it's Petrarca support.
No, it's not Petrarca. If it was Petrarca support, I would be losing my shit. No.
Oh, it's Michi.
This lyrical card is a Michi support card. That's right. It's the one that searches out for glitters as well as the orders, I believe.
No, it's not Petrarca, because Petrarca is the one we got in box toppers this set around.
Yeah. And thanks to the Peanut Gallery, the reason this card's getting reprinted is because apparently this card is mad expensive.
You know, it's mad expensive. That Leonore promo.
And the Bastion Owl.
The Leonore promo before we got in English, I think was floating around in Japan for like 40s a piece.
Hallelujah. Anywho, with that being said, there's also a couple of things we still need to talk about Lyrical Set 4, and that is the fact that they've technically brought back SPs.
Just give us back SPs, man. Just stop teasing us like this.
So Lyrical Set 4 is going to have something called MSPs. I forgot exactly what they are, but they're basically SPs, and you can see from the Prism ride line how it connects. It kind of makes sense why they did it, because they didn't want borders stopping this full art connection.
Yep.
So that's cool. Bring back SPs.
Bring back SPs.
All right, now we actually need to talk about the actual thing, and that is the fact that Cards of the Days are going to apparently be slowing down because Bushiroad, or technically Cardfight Vanguard's official Japanese twinner, made the announcement that for a while from October 16, which is a Monday, Cards of the Day and something I can't read. So basically, real cards from the cards introduction is Neo. Check out. Okay, basically, Cards of the Day are going to be slowed down and only show mostly stream cards, if I remember correctly what this description is. So we're not getting cards of the day anymore. We're just getting recaps of streams for cards of the day. So starting October 16th, today's card will feature a preview for cards revealed in weekly Vanguard Bites and Doku of Neo, meaning no new cards will be revealed in today's card for an uncertain time.
So probably up until the product stream.
Pretty much. Because there's really nothing to leak, or other than the only things is they could start leaking for cards of the day after they finish this promo cycle that they're doing next week, is actually start showing us some of the Stride deck sets. Because if you think of it this way, and now I have my phone in front of me, next week from the 16th to the 20th, they're doing the whole 6 promos, 3 alternate arts. So we're going to see 9 cards in 2 streams for that tournament promo packs. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, which is technically like 20 cards of the days, if you want to kind of like that, worth of time before the Stride deck sets for Shiranui and Luard. Now, counting each Stride, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 4 cards, which means it has 16, so 8 each. Is there 8 different cards in a Stride deck set that they could do for cards of the day? Because we do have the ride line, because we know the main grade 3, so that's 1 and 2 that have to be different. We know the crest has to be different. Then they're probably going to introduce like 2 more support cards in grade 2s and 1s and a grade 1, grade 3 support card. So, you know, there seems to be enough time for card of the days to kind of showcase all of the Stride deck set before they reveal.
Also, keep in mind that we have another product that's before, that's also after Stride deck sets.
What? Oh yeah, the triple drive booster.
Yeah, so they could be showing us stuff for those 2 new ride lines.
Yeah, but it's only a couple of cards. Like that's like, remember, I think we're only getting the ride line. Like we're not getting support cards for that deck. We're literally just getting the ride line.
Yeah. But they could also, you know, tease that in between.
Oh, now that I think about it. Yeah, holy shit, now that I think about it. We're literally only getting the ride line of those. So the ride line in the Vanguard itself has to be an effect that doesn't need much support from rear guards.
Well, actually, hold on. So they announced there was 17 new cards for that, right?
Was it 17? Hold up. Now, I mean, it's good that we have something to talk about because we would have ended this V time here. But yeah, I am actually very curious now.
Including the 2 Regalius pieces, it was 17 new cards.
2? There's only 1 Regalius piece.
Oh, I thought they said 2.
See, we're completely kerfuffled here. That's why I'm scrolling back to find this shit. Because now I'm very curious, because I thought it was like very few new cards. I think it was something like 5 each for each nation. And now you're saying 17. And I remember 1 Regalius piece, and now you're saying 2. So we're completely kerfuffled here. Oh, where the fuck is it? Oh, there you go. Each pack contains 3 cards, including each box contains 10 packs, 40 reprint triple rares, 5 new triple rares, including a new Regalius piece. Wait, 5 new triple rares.
Yeah, so that's not including double rares and commons.
Hold up, that's just 5 new triple rares. There's 17 new cards and 105 reprint, not 17 each, 17 new cards. So if you take Regalius piece out as 1, that's 16 for 2 decks. So that's 8 new cards for each deck.
Yeah, but they said there's also 5 triple rares. So
1 Regalius piece and 2 triple rares per ride line.
So there's 2 other triple rares that are new.
Yeah, but you got to think like the main boss unit is probably going to be a triple rare, and then whatever rear guard support that's a really good triple rare.
Yeah.
Because we've had triple rare support cards that are just, that good to be triple rares.
Yeah.
So this all now makes sense. So there's basically 8 cards per deck. So you got the ride line, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So each of those 2 decks from the triple drive booster is going to get 4 support cards to help it out, which is basically like a Stride deck set almost. So nice. All right, now we're back on track. Now we're back where we need to be. But we can hope that the English side of Vanguard might just announce something else, because on October 20th, we are getting our Bushy Matt little video of the English conference. And the post says, new information for Cardfight Vanguard, White Swords and Shadowverse Evolve will surprise you in the Bushy English Conference Autumn 2023. Now, there is a very good chance this is just a rehash of the Japanese product stream. So not much new news, but the only reason I'm honestly excited is because Weiss English Japan is very much different. You're not going to get the same tiles in Weiss you're going to get as in English. So just by that fact alone, I am very much keen the fact that the new information part of this post is very true. So there might be some new information on the Vanguard side as well.
I'm actually kind of curious to see if the Vanguard side is going to tell us if we're going to be getting any of the collabs or not.
I have this weird feeling, and people can kind of bookmark it here and see if I was right, that they might introduce a whole English exclusive set for quintuplets.
Oh yeah? I have a theory for the English Bushy Road too.
Which is?
They might announce part 2 Ragnarok. Because Ragnarok was originally an English exclusive.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't?
I'm pretty sure Ragnarok is not an English exclusive, but it did come out in English and Japan at the same time, which is one of the rarities.
I knew something was related to English, and I thought it came out here.
No. The closest thing we got to English only is the fact that Ragnarok was a global release, so English and Japan released it at the same time.
But I'm saying though, like,
English apparently got delayed even then, so that failed.
But they could announce Ragnarok Part 2.
If they would announce Ragnarok Part 2, they would have already announced it for JP, because it's, like I said, it's not an English exclusive thing. The only thing that they could announce is Token Rambu 2, because that has not been announced for English yet. And we do have Token Rambu 1, so Token Rambu 2 coming to English is not far-fetched.
Yeah.
On top of that, like I said, Quintuplets is an IP that Bushy Road owns and has made in English. So making it in Vanguard is not too difficult for them. So they could make a whole set just for them, so they didn't have to include like a shit ton of extra cards inside of set 12 in English. But that's more far-fetched. I like the whole Token Rambu idea more now. I don't like it as in the set coming in, because some of the stuff in the set is kind of busted, but I think it's more plausible.
Well, I guess we'll see whenever October the 20th.
At the time of this recording, that's 6 days away, so not too far away. But anyway, with all that being said, you guys get to treat yourself to a little bit shorter V-time. And I think that's going to be the case coming down the road next week as well, because, the whole no cards of the day stream reveals, yada, yada, yada.
I mean, we're going to have 9 cards to talk about next V-time, and that's it.
Pretty much. Granted, those 9 cards are going to have me hyped. Granted, 3 of them are reprints, so we only really have to talk about 6 cards. But the fact that those 6 cards are apparently Stride support cards, some of them.
I know.
Bro, can you imagine if they introduce a nationless Stride support card that goes into every Stride deck set?
Please no. Because that means I need 2 of each of 2 of that card, because I have 2 Stride deck sets that are coming.
Yeah, technically I own 2 as well, Dread and Messiah.
No.
Well, we'll cross that bridge literally next week. But with all that being said, we're going to end this episode here. Thank you so much for watching or listening. Episode 192 of V-Time. If you like the video, please like, share with your friends. Comment down below what you think the next promo pack cards are gonna do and what you're excited for, or maybe what even an alternate art reprints you want to see. But if you like what we do here, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell to get notified, maybe even become a member to get some awesome perks. Like, for example, Matt being in my ear and helping me out with some of the information. But with all that being said, we're going to contact the winners of the giveaway, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Woo! There we go.
Stop audio.
V times are going to be such a...
So all we have is Prism for the thumbnail.
Pretty much. Hey, we can put all three of them.